Hey, my Truth Seeker family, this is your sister Truth Seeker back on the line as promised in the last video. I'm here to give my review on the Sheards show, okay, based off in Detroit, about the gospel family, the Sheards. Initially, I wasn't sure, I should say, whether or not I was going to do a review on it because I saw the first few episodes and it didn't really hit me, you know, as interesting as far as like it would be something worth reporting and reviewing about. But I started watching it and, you know, seeing a lot of it being based in my hometown, you know, I got a little nostalgic and, you know, I began reminiscing about the areas and things and the places that they were at, and I began to get into watching the show because at first I said, I'm not gonna watch this, I'm not gonna sit through this, you know, the J. Drew Sheard, he's spoiled, both of them spoiled, Kiki Sheard and her little brother, they just spoiled. But you know, I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and watch it. Actually you know, have some background to where I was attending her ex-fiance's church, and I used to see her and her brother all the time. Her brother played the drums at our church, and she would just be there to support her fiance and things in participation. So I do have some background there, you know, where I'm familiar with them and their her parents, and her church was right down the street from where I used to live on 7 Mile, and their church is on 7 Mile and Schaefer, and I didn't live too far from there in Oak Park. So definitely, you know, a lot of the scenery had me thinking, wow, you know, I do kind of miss the D. I live in Ann Arbor now, but definitely intend on going back to visit some family because, you know, you get those calls once you move out of state and everything. You get those calls like, hey, when you coming back? And you're just like, I'll be back soon. So it made me want to come back. But anyway, just catching up. Basically, from the first 3 episodes, it's just centering around Kiki being advised by other advisors that, you know, she wants to be a star and everything because she has her family has a legacy. Her mom's Karen Clark Sheard, you know, a part of a gospel group from back in the day and everything, of her sisters, the Clark sisters. And, you know, there's a lot of pressure on her. Kiara's been singing since I think like 14 years old, you know, gospel music. So she hasn't really gotten anywhere. And her producer is her brother, J. Drew Sheard. You know, they've been keeping it in the family, you know, but her career hasn't really taken off. So she's been advised by diverse people to, you know, try to branch out and you know, leave her brother behind and let other people produce her, you know, so that this could help her career, you know. And she says she's willing to do whatever. She wants to take gospel to another level, which I don't know what kind of other level you know it is. That meaning is AKA meaning go secular. You know, take it to the secular realm because there's nowhere else for gospel to go but secular. And that's where, you know, Kurt Franklin and them has definitely taken it, you know, to that gospel secular level. So what is going on, what has happened is that she has went out of town and she went to go see a secular producer named Rodney Jerkins. Okay, he's very big in the secular industry, okay, with music. So in this particular visit, now this is season 1, episode number 4, actually, called The Legacy. All right, I'm 3 behind y'all, but keep up with me. I may go back and do a review later on it, but that was the gist of what was in the other 3, what I just told you. But anyway, Kira went to go see Rodney Jerkins, okay, worldly producer. He told her that she needed to basically shelf her brother, you know, tell him to kick rocks. As her producer, if she wanted to go to the next level, she needed to trust him Rodney and, you know, do what he say, because he did give her a hit record when she was like 14 years old when she first came out. It was a hit. I felt in that scene, if you go back and watch it in episode 3, it felt to me like she was a little lamb, you know, being beguiled by the devil, you know, by the wolf, you know, getting ready to be devoured. You know, he put a lot of stuff in her head, you know, and I felt bad for her because she's young and she has this innocence, this naivety, you know, thing to her. And you know, I really don't think she's a bad person. I just think that she is susceptible to a lot of the devilment that's going on in the industry. As we all know, who are in the know, what all you have to do and give up your soul to be successful. And that's what she's on her way to. I don't believe she has, as of yet, given her soul up to the Baphomet. But I believe that if she wants to go to that next level, that is something that she's going to have to do. And I see her in these segments of the show being set up by the devil, you know, and that's just the truth. She says she's willing to do anything, you know, to get that success, and that's dangerous. When the devil know that you're willing to do whatever to get that success, he's going to take that ultimate thing from you, you know. She ended up coming home from her trip in the next scene, and she told her mom she has the opportunity to work with another producer, you know, besides her brother, and that, you know, whole conversation about scrapping J. Drew Sheard, her brother, as her producer off her next album. Her mother told her to explore her options, you know, keep the options open for change. She ended up telling her brother, and he had a mini Fukushima meltdown. I mean, he just couldn't get it together. He was just so upset when she told him what Rodney Jerkins said about, you know, basically telling him kick rocks. You know, he began to sulk and cry. You know, he was walking with his mom, and he told his mom that he felt he left behind, you know, as though Kiera is taking her career away from him, something that they started together, he feels, and leaving him. He revealed to his mother later that he doesn't want to preach or work really in the church. He wants to go beyond the church, and they get more in depth in the next episode about that. You know, his mother just hits the roof. He says that he feels called outside of the church, and we all know what type of call that is. We know God ain't calling you out of the church. So if something is calling you, honey, you better press ignore. If you see the call on your cell phone screen, you just ignore, because we know what's out here, and it's nothing good, you know. And it's sad that young people, you know, this is how the devil get young people, you know, captivated up through music, you know, through the industry, and just really trying to be successful. You know, the devil, he don't have no new tricks, you know. He get them through this music. That's why I had to really step back from all of that music stuff, you know. I only even listen to certain even gospel artists, because a lot of the time they sold out. SOULED, out for real. So anyway, Kiera in the next segment told her parents that she wanted to move out, you know. I was just looking like, where are you going to get a place, and where are you going with no job? You young lady. You know, she is of age. She's 25 years old, you know, where she needs to move out, but she doesn't have any money to move, you know. So the next scene, she ended up having lunch with her brother's baby mama, and the baby mama told Kiera that she was going out on a date with a, you know, and I say good for her, you know. I was tired of her in the last 3 episodes begging J. Drew, okay, that's her baby father, you know. She was begging him to even just like be friends with him, you know. She doesn't seem like a bad young lady, you know. She seemed very nice just a little too needy. You know, sometimes ladies, you know, some of y'all can be a little too needy. You know, don't be needy. You know, be the kind of woman that a man needs. You understand? So we don't want to, you know, put ourselves out there and be with the, you know, keep sweat begging, please. We don't need none of that. You know, you ain't got to go there. If you're a good woman, you know, let him, you know, be coming after you and everything. Let him need you. Be all that your child needs you to be, and Jesus needs you to be, and all that other stuff is gonna fall into place. Trust me, I know. So anyway, you know, Kiara, she being messy, trying to throw the heat off of her, which she did say in one of the segments that she was trying to throw the heat off of her. She went back and told her brother, J. Drew, the next day that his baby mama was going out on a date, and he near about fainted. It was a sight. He barely could stand up. His knees got weak, got to knocking. He got lightheaded and all discombobulated over the whole situation. I was cracking up because in the other segments, in the other shows, he was trying to let her know, I don't want to be with you. I want to be your friend. We just going to raise this baby boy together. The little boy too, little cute little baby boy. And, you know, she was just going through this, why, you know. But now homegirl finally decided to woman up and, you know, go out on a date, you know, and find her a husband. Now he upset, you know. I was cracking up. I'm not even gonna lie. It was, yeah, it was like that funny. And so they ended up shooting a scene to the baby mama and her date. And from what little I saw, I didn't feel any chemistry. But then again, it was a short scene, so you never know. You know, he has a 6-year-old daughter, he said, and he looks all right. He look all right. You know, he had a little plaid multicolored shirt situation going on that could have been but he all right. He could do better. But anyway, I hope it works out. You know. On the flip side, J. Drew was hanging out with his boys, and he was real adamant, you know, about his baby mama going out on dates and possibly finding somebody who she wanted to get close with and let the baby get to know. You know, his feelings was just real raw about it, okay? And, you know, he was talking about how crazy he is and how he'll go over to her house and act a fool on the new dude if he tries any funny business. You know, what guys say or whatever. That just so reminded me of Detroit. It was just Detroit men, you know. They crazy. Yeah, and they say they crazy. You know, they talk that mess when they don't want the baby mama to be, you know, get into a relationship with somebody else. So it just brought back memories. It was crazy. But one of his friends ended up asking him if he was truly over his baby mama, and J. Drew said, yeah, you know, I'm done. And the friend, he was like, well, can I get her number? Let me get her number. You know, and everybody just fell out laughing. You know, I laughed so hard. You know, that's some Detroit stuff. But anyway, I miss Detroit so much. Seriously, y'all. I wasn't even gonna do this review, but I'm like, this is my hometown. I'm gonna watch the show. I saw my old stomping grounds. It was nice, you know. But anyway, the next scene, Kiara's uncle was showing her apartments and stuff, you know, just, you know, for her to get out there and, you know, see something that she may like and everything to, you know, choose. But then he hit her with the whole, it's gonna cost $3,800, and she began to quickly rethink the whole moving thing. And I'm just like, you know, definitely yeah, no. The next scene, her mom, Kara Clark Sheard, tells Kiki that she will be doing the Star Spangled Banner song at the Tiger game, but there was one problem, and that problem was that they didn't know the words to the Star Spangled Banner. Now, I wouldn't put 10 cents on a bet that I know all the words myself, so I can't really, you know, get on them for that, not knowing all the words. But you know, they ended up doing the Star Spangled Banner song together, and they did all right. They was a little out of tune in some places and everything, but you know, they did what they could do and everything. They were so excited, and I was happy for them to see that they were doing that avenue and everything, the little Tigers game and stuff. They was happy. But yeah, so you know, at the end, basically Kira decided that she was not going to move. And her mom, you know, she did a little jig, a little fake Holy Ghost dance, you know, and everything. She almost lost a wig, and you know, we just fell out laughing. Kira was like, see, you almost lost your wig and everything. You sat on down. But it was nice, you know, the show. Kira, she was a little adamant about telling her brother that she wanted to do a video and everything, you know. Rodney was saying for her to do a video, so she wasn't sure which song she was going to do, whether a song with her brother or one of Rodney Jerkins' songs. So she just is trying to decide and make that decision on how she wants to branch out. If she wants to do the same old, you know, music that she was doing with her brother as her producer, or is she going to branch out and do something secular, you know. And I advise you guys to go back and watch that third one. I just want somebody to tell me what they thought about that session with her talking to Rodney. You know, he made a comment saying something about the type of music that they do. He's approve of it, and I disagree, you know. So if anybody watched that third episode, let me know what your thoughts were on it, because I was feeling some kind of a way, you know, really feeling some kind of a way bad about her being in there by herself with this like wolf, you know, and everything, and he's trying to tell her, you know, some things that I didn't feel right in my spirit about. But yeah, you guys, you know, keep her lifted up in prayer and stuff. I think she's a sweet girl, you know. I really just think she needs some prayer and guidance, and her father is a bishop, and mom and everything, they preach, and I just don't feel that I just think that they have babied them to death. Sometimes we can do that as parents, you know. We can baby our children, spoil our children, you know, pamper, and just baby, you know, need your babies, little thing. Let me get some water, hold on. But yeah, sometimes we can baby our kids, and you know, they not be prepared for the wolves of the world. So I just pray that we definitely come to the point where we are teaching our kids about the wolves, you know, and not just letting them go off their own understanding, you know. But I look forward to the next show and reporting that to you guys. You definitely tune in as well. That's my hometown, Detroit, Michigan. So you guys go ahead and take a look at that and past episodes, and leave your comments below. Let me know what you think as well. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. This is your sister Truth Seeker. I'm out. Bye.